Hey guys, I'm cmasupra and welcome to another War Thunder realistic battle. I'm flying out the A-10 King Cobra and this is the Russian premium version, not the American version. Our opponents this game are the Japanese and I'm expecting them to have some N1K2s. This game was recorded in update 1.37, not update 1.39, so the N1K2s will be above me because they climbed extremely well in update 1.37. Now off to my right, I do have one teammate, he is Wolfie in his Yak 9, and then off to my left, I have the entire rest of my team climbing to the left together. I, however, am climbing through the middle of the map straight towards the enemies. That is because my goal this game is to get the N1K2s lower. In other words, I'm going to be bait. I don't care if I get 0 kills this game and in the first one shot down, I'll have at least helped my team by getting the N1K2s lower. I mean, if you think about it, the N1K2s, if they climb for the same length of time as my teammates climb, it could be any length of time, whatever it is, the N1K2s will still be higher than my team, so it doesn't matter how much time you spend climbing, you're still going to be at an inferior altitude. Someone needs to make the N1K2 stop climbing, even if it's just for a few seconds, and so my teammates will then have the ability to get above them. Every second the N1K2s are not climbing is a second my teammates can spend climbing getting above them. Now this is actually a pretty common tactic in simulator battles. Often when you're flying with other people, someone will act as bait while another person gets on the tail of the enemy. If someone's being bait, the enemy's easier to shoot, and it does work quite well. And I'm trying to bring that tactic into realistic battles this game. Now here we have our first opponent. It is Sidaizai in his N1K. I've gone into a shallow dive here because I want to lure him lower. I want to make it look like I'm an easy shot to kill, even though I'm really not by doing this, because a faster plane is harder to hit than a slower plane. So I'm checking him, I'm making sure he's not getting in my 6, I do a bit of a turn here, make him lose some speed, and he is on my 6. So let's go ahead and dive down now. He fires some shots and misses. Because I'm going so fast it's hard to hit me. And then he pulls off, so I also pull up, being careful not to break my wing, because I've done that enough times in this plane. I've done it so many times in this plane. And now below the clouds, let's actually pull up. The enemy is not chasing me, and nobody else has chased me either, so let's climb back up, and let's go be bait some more. Now I did make the N1K2 stop climbing for a little while when he dove on me, and when he turned, he lost a whole bunch of energy, and so that was valuable time that he lost against my teammates. My teammates were still climbing the entire time, but he was not. Now I am looking around for any other enemies. I want to make sure I'm safe. I hate cloud warfare, but I'm in a cloud here. There's Sidaizai. I've spotted him first because I did have him selected, which means that my pilot's essentially looking for him all the time, and so he will always be the first one spotted. I also spotted Ki-84 way over there, but he's below me. Ki-84 is a really bad plane for climbing. I am above the clouds again. Sidaizai is behind me and is N1K2. He's getting closer. The Ki-84 is also getting closer. It looks like Wolfie might be going for the Ki-84, but I'm not sure. The Ki-84 may reach me before Wolfie reaches the Ki-84, so I will have to be careful. I'm going to go towards the Ki-84 because Wolfie is over there, and so it can be a 2-on-2 instead of 2 1-on-1s. A 2-on-2 is always better than 2 1-on-1s. Alright, it's looking like the Ki-84 is going to reach me before Wolfie does, so let's gain a lot more speed. Like I said, a fast-moving target is much harder to hit than a slow-moving target. And the Ki-84 barely misses. I guess he's good at shooting, but it wasn't quite good enough. Most people cannot make a shot like that. So props to him for that shot. So now the Ki-84 has gone past me, but the N1K2 is getting closer, or at least he was, until he decided to go for Wolfie. No, Wolfie! I must save you! Time to stop being bait and time to try and kill Sidaizai. There's also Yoshino in his N1K2 going for Wolfie. Survive, Wolfie! Yes, you survived. Good job. If Wolfie did not survive, I'd be kind of screwed here because there's 3 enemies on me. Ooh, Wolfie even killed a Ki-84. Nice. Okay, Sidaizai has a bit of a problem going on right now. As you can see, there is a teammate, Demox, in his P-63 above Sidaizai, so Sidaizai is no longer higher than my teammates. My teammates are higher than he is. I'm going for Yoshino here because he was chasing my teammate. Still being careful not to break my wings. I've done it so many times. I wasn't able to pull lead and get any hits there. Can't see a thing. Check my 6. I see a dot. I see 2 dots near me on the mini-map, but I only see 1 plane. I'm not sure where the other one is, but I'm sure it's somewhere close by. And there it is! N1K2. It's Sadaizai again. He dove when he saw that he had some enemies above him. But let's not go head-on against the N1K2. It's a bad idea. Alright, so now we have Sadaizai on our tail again. We are in a turn fight, really. I'm using the keyboard WASD to control my plane right now, not the mouse. I'm using the mouse just to look. Where did Sadaizai go? I don't know where he went, but I'm gonna continue this turn. Worst case, Sadaizai will try to continue it with me. Yep, there he is. So what I'm doing here is I'm losing altitude, and I am making Sadaizai lose speed. I'm getting my teammates above him. I am being bait still, and it's working quite effectively. It also seems like the King Cobra can outturn the N1K2, although barely, and then I'm kind of proven wrong when he shoots at me, but luckily he misses because I rolled. So now he's really close to me, and I start doing a rolling scissors. I'm always pulling perpendicular to his wings. I want to make sure he has to roll before he can pull in the direction that I am. I do have a teammate LA7 here because I was bait and I got Sadaizai low enough that the LA7 could catch up to the N1K2, and now the N1K2 is in a bit of trouble because he has an LA7 on his tail, and I am also on his tail. I might get some hits here. Yeah, I did get some hits. Nothing critical, though. Only machine gun hits. Sadaizai is really slow, and the LA7 gets him. That's an N1K2 dead. Thank you very much. And it's all because I was able to be bait and bring the N1K2 lower, and he did not have the ability to just boom and zoom my entire team, or even just me. So now you can see that Yoshino is down there in his N1K2. That's the only other N1K2 that we have seen this game. And it appears that he is the only enemy left on the enemy team. There is actually one other enemy alive, but he crashed on the airfield, and that was Beachwind. Shout out to Beachwind, by the way. I did see him on the tank test server after I played this game with him, because he and I were both just waiting for the tank test server to go live, interestingly enough. So now let's dive on the N1K2 and see what we can do. Oh, I might actually have some shots here, and damages of tail. Excellent. I don't know if that means he lost tail control or not, but I have damaged his tail regardless. So let's see if he goes in. Let's see if he still has tail control. Hopefully he does not. And he goes in. Yes, there we go. So that was being bait. There is one more enemy still alive, as you can see, Beachwind, but he did crash on his airfield, and he did not respawn fast enough, or else he just left his plane. I'm not sure what happened. My teammate says last guy crashed at base. I'm heading over there, and hostile team has lost all its vehicles. So we win. Hooray. So that was a game of me playing bait, and it actually worked out quite effectively. I even managed to get myself a kill because I happened to be above somebody who I baited lower and let the rest of my team get above. So this is teamwork without actually sticking together in the beginning anyways, because as you saw, I was completely alone in the beginning. The rest of my team were off to the sides, and I acted as bait alone against multiple enemies, brought them lower, and then the rest of my team ended up higher than them, and we won. Now the role of playing bait is actually kind of difficult to do. Especially in realistic battles where aiming is much easier than it is in simulator battles, which, remember, that's where I'm getting this tactic from. It's hard to do because you have to be able to do lots of maneuvers. Defensive flying is not easy to do no matter what game mode you're playing, and you just gotta get good at it through lots and lots of practice. I've been practicing it in simulator battles quite a bit, and so I've kinda gotten it in realistic battles, as you have seen, and it worked out in my favor this game because we got a victory. I prefer victories over kills, I honestly do. I hate... even if I kill every single player on the enemy team, if we end up losing, I would just hate it. I can't stand losing. I much prefer winning over kills. So, anyways guys, I hope you all have enjoyed this video and found it informative. Go play the role of bait for your teammates, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye guys.